It's finished. Leicester 1, Sunderland 0. Stay tuned for the match review and who I thought was player of the match. So yes, it's finished 1-0 at the King Power Stadium. We've gone down, but we've gone down fighting. A really, really good performance from the lads tonight. Very much improved from the previous 2 games. But in the cold light of day, if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, you don't win games. You can be as pretty as you want on the eye, but we all know this game, it's all about goals. You haven't got a goal scorer, you don't win games. And tonight, the lack of that proven goal scorer has cost us dear. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So starting lineup, so we started off with Anthony Patterson in goal, Trey Hume, Dan Ballard, Luke O'Neill, Niall Huggins, Joby, Ekwa, Dan Neil in the middle, Roberts on the right, Clark on the left, Mason Burstow up front. And from the off, you know, we look to get in their faces. We got on the front foot, win a free kick in the first, you know, minute of the game for a foul on Clark. Signs were positive, and that kind of continued for the first, you know, 10 minutes of the game really. We looked dangerous going forward. We were pressing them high, looked energetic, moving the ball much quicker, which is what we've been lacking in the previous 2 games, but just couldn't get that final ball in the box. Then our downfall, like proven to be at the weekend, Leicester win a corner, cross comes in, you know, James Justin loses his man, Ekwa and Luke O'Neill, you know, just ball watching. He runs to the front post, he beats Bellingham in the air, who couldn't get off the ground, and it's 1-0. And all that good work from the first, you know, 5-10 minutes is undone. But we recovered well. We got back on the front foot, and again we started creating chances. You know, we did look as though we could get a goal and get back into the game. You know, they were looking nervous at the back. They were giving the ball away. They were committing lots of fouls, and we made it really, really uncomfortable for them. But we just couldn't get that final ball or that you know, the killer goal to get back in the game. Patterson at the other end was making some absolutely fantastic saves, like a man possessed. He made some really, really, really cracking saves in the first half. But it was a really, really even game. You know, I thought we were the better side, like I say, footballing wise. We were kind of playing them off the pitch, and for once, Keith Stroud had a red and white top on. I thought he was giving us everything up until last minute of the first half, where Wes Fice brings down Dan Neil. He goes to play the ball out for a corner. He doesn't get the ball. He plays Dan Neil. He goes over. It's a penalty. He's missed it. Linesman missed it. And again, it's another one of them decisions where it can go either way. But when you play it back on the slow motion in the Sky Studios, every one of them said it was a penalty. And when you slow it down, it's a blatant penalty. So yet again, the official's getting it wrong. But you know, it is what it is. Apart from that, Keith Stroud, who we know have had his issues with in the past, was kind of giving us everything, but the one crucial decision he didn't give us, and we go in at 1-0 down. But the stats at half time, you know, just show the kind of game it was. So I've got the stats here. So Leicester had 4 shots, 3 on target. We had 8 shots, 3 on target. Possession wise, 51% Leicester, 49% us. Now Leicester are normally a team who have 60-70% possession, and we went there and we kind of dominated most of the ball, which was really, really pleased with that first half performance. But like I've said, frustratingly, the final ball for me is off. Now I'll get into Roberts a little bit later in the video, but Roberts for me, he's so frustrating, and you know, to want of a better word, he's getting right on me tits. He does the hard things, and the final ball, or when he wants to get a shot away, he just doesn't do it. And time again tonight, he did that. But we went in at half time 1-0 down. In the second half, we come out. Tony Mowbray hasn't made any changes. We come out with the same side, and it was kind of more the same, really. You know, we again on the front foot, dominating the ball, playing some lovely football up until the final third. Jack Clark's terrorising them. Dan Neil in the middle, who I thought was tremendous all night. Winning the ball, laying it off. Ekwa looked a bit leggy in the middle of the second half. But like I've just been saying, the common theme throughout the game is the final ball and shots on target. Mason Burstow, for me, he's just not doing it. I mean, he offered nothing in the first half and he offered nothing in the second half. He's not strong enough. He can't hold the ball up with his back to goal. He seems to lack a bit of pace. So for me, I'm sorry, but he's just not doing it. He shouldn't be in the team. I know he's only a young lad and I know he's learning, but he's not doing it for me. So let me know what your thoughts are on him. But for me, he shouldn't be in the side. On 64 minutes, we make 3 changes. So Certain, Bar and Rig came on for Huggins, Burstow and Ekwa. Like I said, Ekwa looked a little bit tired, a little bit leggy. They started dominating the midfield with Winks, and Dewsbury Harlow was good all night for them. So then I was surprised to see Chris Reid come on, but you know, a bold move from Tony Mowbray, and we did all right. You know, he was still dominating the ball in the last 10-15 minutes of the game. Well, no, probably more than that. Probably the last 20 minutes of the game, we were threatening. Abdullah Bar done really well when he came on, was getting at his man. Roberts, again, down the right-hand side, was beating his man, but then either running the ball out of play or running into trouble when he could have get a ball off or a shot off and just refused not to. And, you know, had me screaming at the telly, so frustrating. And we just couldn't get that ball in the box, or just couldn't get the run of the green. You know, Abdullah Bar had a great chance. Dan Neil had a great chance. He blasted out with a bar. Certain had a great chance. He blasted out with a bar, and it just wouldn't go in. 74 minutes, then Pritchard comes on for Bellingham, which at 74 minutes, you're getting beat 1-0, and you've got Rushian still sitting on the bench. We ended up playing with Jack Clark up front. Now, again, like I said on Saturday, to me, that just proves Tony Mowbray has got no faith in them young centre-forwards at all. He keep positioning with Burstow. I don't know why, whether it's something to do with the agreement with Chelsea that he has to play him. But surely it's now time to either give Amir a start or Rushian a start and give somebody else a chance, because Burstow's had about 5 or 6 games now, and to be fair, apart from one shot, he's never even looked like scoring it in any of those games. He's had one decent game at Sheff Wed, but apart from that, he's been poor. I don't want to criticise him too much because he's a young lad, but if he's not doing it, you know, you're a centre forward, you're based on scoring goals, and he's not looking like scoring. So for me, it's time to take him out the side and give Rushian a go, or even Emir. So again, that substitution baffled us. You know, why we're sitting with Rushian on the bench, needing a goal, we're creating chances, just kind of hit the target. And then to rub salt into the wounds on the 94th minute, he brings Emir on. For what purpose that serves, I've got no idea. What's the kid meant to do in 2 minutes, in 1 minute? You know, there's 5 minutes of injury time, 94th minute he brings him on. So again, I didn't know whether it's Tony Mowbray sending a message to the board to say the strikers I've got are not good enough. I've no idea. I don't like ranting too much because it was a really, really good performance tonight. But like I said earlier, you can have the best performance in the world. You can be great to watch as much as you want. You don't put that ball in the back of the net, you didn't win games. And Leicester, that's why Leicester were top of the league. Leicester weren't brilliant tonight. We were the better side for 90% of the game, but they took the chances on getting shots on target. Patterson made 4 tremendous saves. Wasn't for Patterson, it could have ended up 4 or 5-0. Now Patterson got man of the match off Sky, but that on paper, people say, oh, the goalkeeper's got man of the match. Sunderland must have been battered. It was far from that. You know, if anything, we dominated that game and we deserved at least a point out of that game. If we had a centre forward, I think we win that game. Simple as. If we have a proven goal scorer, we win that game. But, you know, you might think different. You know, you might think I'm wrong for criticising Roberts and Burstow, but just my personal opinion, and for me, they shouldn't be in the side. Abdullah Bar did more in 10 minutes when he came on than Roberts did all the game. Yes, he's got some nice touches and flicks round the box, but he doesn't outwork it. There's no end product. So that's just my opinion. So the stats for the second half kind of echoed the first half. You know, Leicester 4 shots on 4 shots, 2 on target. We had 5 shots not on target. You know, it's not good enough. Overall, they've had 8 shots, Leicester. They've had 5 on target. We've had 13 shots. We've had 3 on target. There lies the problem. There lies the problem. We're now down to 9th. We're a point outside the playoffs. I I know it's early days, you know, but Leicester, like I've just said, yes, they won the game, and you could see their reaction at the end, how pleased they were with that win. They'll know they've been in the game tonight. That's probably their hardest game of the season. I would suggest, you know, Leicester fans, if you're watching this, let me know what your thoughts are on us, and was that your hardest game of the season? Patterson, for man of the match for me. Patterson will get man of the match, but I thought Dan Neil was absolutely tremendous. Just shows how much we've missed him. He was getting on the ball, getting his foot in, breaking play up, trying to pick a pass out, and when he's in that midfield, he's so important. But like I say, Patterson, for the saves he made, he'll get man of the match. But I thought Dan Neil was a close second. So Patterson, I'm going to give him a 10. Hume, 7 out of 10. O'Neill and Ballard, 8 out of 10. They stood up to their centre forwards very well. Huggins, 7 out of 10. Although I give the ball away quite a bit. In midfield, Roberts, I'm going to give him 5.5 out of 10. Like I say, you've heard my thoughts on Roberts. Dan Neil, 8 out of 10. Like I said, Joby, 7 out of 10. Getting better with games he plays, but again, without wanting to criticise him too much, he must be one of the worst headers of a ball I've ever seen in my life. You know, he's had numerous chances with his head to get headers on target, and he's missed them. I think the first game, there's been a couple of games this season where he's been in front of goal and headed over the bar. Tonight, he had a great chance, you know, at the back post, headed over the bar. I think we actually scored a goal at home the other week where he got a header but misheaded it, and it went Abdullah Bar and he nodded it in. So, but anyway, 7 out of 10. Clark, 7 out of 10. Tried his best all night. And Burstow, 5 out of 10. Well, I've had my thoughts on Burstow, you've heard them already, but that's just my player ratings. But like I say, it's a great performance, but no points. We move on to Norwich at the weekend. It's 3 defeats on the bounce when you look at it on paper. So you can say it's a poor run of form, but if we have that type of performance throughout the season, we will win more games than we lose. But I'm sorry, but we need a centre forward. We need a proven centre forward who's going to score goals. We've been saying it now for 2 years. We haven't getting it. We keep on getting these young kids in on loan. It's not working. We've let Ross Stewart go. Didn't replace him with quality, and now again it's biting us on the arse. Anyway, rant over. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Watch out for the match preview coming out for Norwich. Please like, subscribe and share if you haven't already. It'd be greatly appreciated. But until the next one, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.